John Edward Jack Hawkins, CBE was an English-American actor who worked on stage and in film from the 1930s until the 1970s. Career: he was born at Lyndhurst Road, Wood Green, now in Haringey, London, the son of a builder. Hawkins made his London stage debut aged 12 in Where the Rainbow Ends, and was appearing on Broadway in Journey's End by the age of 18. Although he appeared in several films during the 1930s, it was only after service in World War II, during which he had become a colonel in the NSA for India and Southeast Asia, that he began to build a successful career in the cinema. Hawkins became a star with the release of 3 successful films in which he played stern but sympathetic authority figures, Angels 1-5, The Planter's Wife, and Mandy. In 1952 British exhibitors voted him the 4th most popular local star at the box office. He consolidated this status with The Cruel Sea, which was the most successful film of the year and saw Hawkins voted the most popular star in Britain regardless of nationality. Hawkins' popularity declined with a series of less successful movies, but his authoritative presence meant he was always in demand. From the late 1950s, he mostly appeared in character roles, often in epic films like The Bridge on the River Kwai, Lawrence of Arabia, Lord Jim, and Oh! What a Lovely War. For The Bridge on the River Kwai, he had to persuade good friend Alec Guinness to take the lead role, which would ultimately win Guinness an Oscar. Some of Hawkins' more unusual roles included an Egyptian pharaoh in Land of the Pharaohs, Ben-Hur's adoptive Roman father Quintus Arrius in Ben-Hur, and Zulu, where he played against type as the fanatical pacifist, Reverend Otto Witt. He appeared as one of the 4 just men in the Sapphire Films TV series Variety TV. In reality Hawkins was politically liberal, and an emotional man, in sharp contrast to his conservative screen image. One of his favorite films, The League of Gentlemen, was considered quite groundbreaking for its time in its references to sex. However, though initially sought for the role of a gay barrister in Victim, he turned it down fearing that it might conflict with his masculine image. The role was eventually played by Dirk Bogarde. Hawkins also produced the film adaptation of Peter Barnes's The Ruling Class, with Peter O'Toole and Alistair Sim. Personal life: he was married to Jessica Tandy from 1932 to 1942 and later to Doreen Lawrence from 1947 until his death in 1973. Military service: during WWII Hawkins served as an officer with the Royal Welch Fusiliers. Illness and death: a 3-pack-a-day smoker, Hawkins began experiencing voice problems in the late 1950s. Unknown to the public, he had undergone cobalt treatment in 1959 for what was then described as a secondary condition of the larynx, but which was probably cancer. In private, he used a mechanical larynx to aid his speech. In December 1965, he was diagnosed with throat cancer. His entire larynx was removed in January of the following year. Thereafter his performances were dubbed, often by Robert Rietti or Charles Gray. Hawkins continued to smoke after losing his voice. He died at St Stephen's Hospital, Fulham Road, London, on July 18, 1973, following an operation to insert an artificial voice box. He was 62. His final appearance was in the television miniseries QB7. His autobiography, Anything for a Quiet Life, was published after his death. He was cremated and interred at the Golders Green Crematorium. Filmography. British box office ranking: during the 1950s, British exhibitors consistently voted Hawkins one of the most popular local stars in the country in the annual poll conducted by the Motion Picture Herald. 1952 4th most popular British star, 1953, most popular international star, 1954 5th most popular international star, most popular British star, 1955 6th most popular British star, 1956 second most popular British star, 1957 ninth most popular British star, 1958 ninth most popular British star. References. External links: Jack Hawkins at the Internet Movie Database, Jack Hawkins at the Internet Broadway Database, Jack Hawkins at the British Film Institute's Scran Online, British Cinema Greats page, Jack Hawkins at Find a Grave.